It's your girl Teresa. Y'all had a great Labor Day weekend. Did something exciting with your family, friends, whomever. But welcome back to reality. Huh. Time to get back to our grind. Okay? So, before I get started on tonight's talk, I always like to sell or advertise for either my business or somebody else's. And tonight, I'm going to actually advertise about my business partner's business. And her business is called Amazing Smell of Grace. And she sells these lovely candles. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. But they come in a box like this. Amazing Smell of Grace. And I'm going to open this box up because I ordered two of these. So I haven't opened up the second one yet. But here is what it comes in. It comes in a nice package. You see how nicely it is packaged here, okay? Inside of that lovely package, you get a candle, which here it is. And the candle, she creates it to reflect a fragrance that you like. So I like, it's DKNY. It's called, what is it called? Bodylicious or something like that. It's brand spanking new from DKNY. So I got the candle, which smells just like it, and it is a soy candle. So you heat it, you can burn it. Once you burn it, you can actually take the wax and rub it on, and it's so soft to your skin. It's great. You can massage with it, whatever. And then also within that same box is this lovely oil that she gives you these to go with it. So it's a diffuser. She gives you a couple of these to go with it, and you just put it inside, open it up, put it inside, and it smells great. So you gotta check her out. Again, it's Amazing Smell of Grace, and she does package it really well. Here's her business card. If you want her information, hit me up. I'll tell you how to get to it. It's a great Christmas present, I'm telling y'all. And she will also be at our vending event that we are having this Saturday. If you are in the Orlando area, it is going to be from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at College Park Neighborhood Center. And if you don't know what it is, look it up. But it is going to be there it's on Elizabeth Avenue, I believe. But it's going to be from 11 a.m. to 3. So check us out. I'll be there. She'll be there about our business vendor event. And if you come on, help support local businesses. That's really what my point is, okay? So let me close this back up so I can still use it, or I can give it to somebody for a gift because I still have my other ones. So they last for a very, very, very long time. Okay, so on to the discussion for the night. Tonight I'm on the third chapter of the book of Don't Be a Wife to a Boyfriend. And tonight's chapter, it says, don't think of him as a piece of clay that you can mold into what you want him to be. And it started off in that chapter where she actually has a friend that is calling her boyfriend and acting like she's interested in him. And she's listening to the call while they're talking. She actually, her friend actually asked the dude, do you have a girlfriend? And he says, no, I don't. So she's listening to this call. She didn't say anything, but she listened, and they actually were going to set up a date. So when they were done, she was like, wow, I can't believe that he didn't even say, this is my boy, that I actually have a girlfriend. So she thought that she could mold him and change him to just only want to be with one woman. But that didn't happen at all. So one thing that you have to remember is that you can only change the things that you have the power to change. You cannot try to change a person just because you think they're going to do it for you. They're not going to do it for you. They're not. Unless they really want to be with you, they're not going to change. Okay? So, another thing that she says is You can't change a person or make him to be something he doesn't want to be. So I know sometimes we try to change each other up to be the, okay, I need you to be this, I need you to be that. Mm-mm. If they don't want to be it, they're not going to be it. So stop trying, okay? Another thing is, change is a good thing when a person realizes the need for it and decides to modify his or her lifestyle or actions. But conflict ensues when we try to force people to do what they don't want to do. How many times have you probably gotten into an argument with somebody because of the way that they acted or the way that they carry themselves? And you tell them in hopes that they would want to change, but if they don't want to change, they're not going to change. So why cause the conflict? Why cause the argument? It's not even worth it. It's not worth it. So that's one of the things that a lot of people don't understand is that you just have to accept it and keep on moving. Okay? Um, Another thing she says is we can influence change and inspire others to change. One thing that we cannot do is force them to change. So that is a very important thing to know because you can stay with somebody and you're going to be like, I want to force them to change. No, you can't. No, you can't. You can't force anybody to do anything. It's just like, and I'm a big person about this, the doctor can tell you, try to force you to lose weight. But it's only one person that can help you to lose weight, and that's yourself. That's yourself. So that's just how it is. So if you don't want to lose it, you're not going to lose it unless you have some health issue that is causing you to lose weight or gain weight, whichever way it is. But you can't force change. So just remember that. Sometimes we think if we do certain things, we can make people change. For example, if you have sex with them, then you think they'll want to be with you. No, they don't. They'll move from you to the next, to the next, to the next. That's it. If you want to see if they really want to be with you, hold out on that sex for a little while, see how long that lasts, to see if they really want you for you. Okay, that's my take on it now. Okay? Next, if you get their name tattooed on your body, they'll be with you. Man, I ain't tattooing nobody's name to my body. I don't have any tattoos because I don't believe in tattoos. But there are people who do things like that, and I'm just amazed at why would you do that? Yeah, you can have it changed or done up, but no, don't do nothing like that because that person is just gonna laugh at you while you are walking around rocking their name on you. Really? Next, if you take them back one more time, they'll be with you. Honestly, if you take them back and depending upon whatever they did to cause the breakup, they're gonna do it again. People can say that they are changing and they're not gonna do it, but they're gonna do it again. Unless they get some counseling or something to that effect, you can see if a person's gonna change before they even open their mouth or do things. Watch for those signs, okay? Another thing, if they get with you, then they will change. So some people like to do things like be with people who they feel like might be a challenge to them. Like, oh yeah, I know he a player, but let me try to get with him anyway to see if I can change his mindset. Not. That ain't gonna happen, honey. Unless he's ready to change, he's not gonna change. So don't even think about that. Okay? Another thing, if someone is a certain way when you meet them now, then they will likely remain that way throughout the relationship. So if someone is rude or just totally abusive, they're not going to change regardless. Period. Okay? So you've got to look for those signs, and it's totally whatever you feel like dealing with. If you want someone in your life who's rude, just repulsive and just, ugh, then that's on you. But you can't blame them because you knew it before you got into it. So just remember that. Um, but something that you got to remember, and I've had to remember this over and over again, is if a man wants to be with you, he'll be with you. If he doesn't, he'll make excuses. He'll say whatever. He won't try to spend time with you. He won't check up on you. He won't do nothing. That's a sign that he really doesn't want to be with you. And it takes time, because sometimes we think a man really likes you. He just doesn't have time to do this. He doesn't have time to that. No. Every person has at least 5 to 10 minutes that they can text you or even pick up the phone to say, I was just thinking about you. I don't got a lot of time, but just want to check on you, see how you're doing. Bam. And I've said this over and over again. If you really want to be with me, that's what I want to see. You checking up on me, seeing how I'm doing. Not being, constant. How was your day? How was your day? How was your day? But more of, how you doing today? I was just thinking about you. You don't have to say nothing else. That's a blessing to me. I'm like, yay, thank you. And then if I have time to talk to you, then I might get into a more conversation with you. But you don't have to push it. You don't have to force it. Just think about it, okay? But stop lowering your standards. And women, some of us do that. We lower our standards and expectations, okay? Just to cater to people who aren't willing to change. We just continue to do things because we think, oh, I don't want to be alone, so I'm going to settle for this person. Or I think that he's going to change, so I'm going to stay with him. Or another example is, this man doesn't want to be in a relationship, but I think I can change him. I think I can make him want to be in a relationship with me. Good luck with that. Because he's telling you straight off the bat, he don't want to be tied down with you. He may want to be tied down with someone else, but he don't want to be tied down with you. And it took me a while to realize that. But whenever a man says that to me from now on, I'm going to keep walking the other way because I don't want that right now. I want someone who wants to be in a relationship, not someone who wants to play games or do whatever. Nope, don't have time for that anymore. Okay? But the one thing that is very important that people just need to remember on a day-to-day basis, and that is the serenity prayer. And if you don't know what it is, it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what it is. And I don't have it memorized, so of course I got to read it. But, Lord, please grant me the serenity to accept those things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Bam. It's in the Bible. Know the difference. Know the difference that you can't change somebody. Know the difference that they're going to do what they're going to do regardless of what you expect them to do. Learn it and go with it. As long as you know that, you'll live such a happier life. Such a happier life. They're never going to change. They're always going to be the way they are. It is what it is. Okay? That's sort of like, if you were in on my last podcast, I told you about somebody said to me, you look like you don't miss a meal. Okay, I get that. And one of the things that's important to me is, like I said, I exercise 6 days a week. I used to exercise because I want to lose weight. I don't do that anymore. I lose weight because I'm trying to be strong. I'm working out because I'm trying to be stronger. And let me tell you, does it look like it's working? Does it look like it's working? Bam, I'm stronger. I'm getting toned. I'm getting more muscles. I'm not trying to be a muscle woman, but I feel stronger. I feel healthier. And I'm not going to change for you or for anybody else. I'm changing for me. And again, when I'm ready to lose the weight, that's when I'll change my eating habits. But right now, and my drinking habits, because I think the drinking is really what causes me to gain the weight. But I've got the fitness down. I've got it down. But I'm not going to change for you or anybody else. I'm going to change for me. Okay? Lastly, when people say no to you, okay, they are saying no to themselves because they are not ready to step up to the next level in the relationship or even within their own lives. That's okay because life goes on. So if someone doesn't want to change or they don't want to be in a relationship with you, that's okay. Because there is someone out there who is ready to be in a relationship with you, who is the person that God has intended for you. So that's what you got to stop doing, is trying to make something more of what it is when it's not. That person is not meant for you. They may be there for a lesson that you got to learn, but that's not the person for you. And you'll know it deep within your heart. You'll know it because there's something in there that's going to be like, something ain't right here. And trust me, I've been there. Thought there was things, felt like there was things, but in reality, I knew that person wasn't for me. But I wanted to hold on to it, and shame on me. Because I know that somewhere out there, there's that one man who says she's everything that I want. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to be with her. And I don't need to change her, and I don't need to change myself. Because we have everything we need to be the best together. So, remember that. You can't change somebody. You can't force them. Work on yourself. And then things will start to blossom and bloom. Because when you try to think you can change somebody, it's more stress on yourself. And it's not worth it. It's really not worth it anymore. No. Let it go and move on. Okay, so that's my spiel for tonight. That was chapter 3 of the book. Next week is chapter 4. But again, if you're able, come check out Amazing Smell of Grace by my girl Angela Moody. She's my business partner with About Our Business. If you are on Facebook, you want to join About Our Business, just go ahead and hit us up. It's About Our BIZNESS. We have a vending event on Saturday from 11 to 3 at College Park Neighborhood Center here in Orlando, or actually in Orlando because I'm not in Orlando, I'm in Kissimmee. But it'll be there. And then don't forget, October the 8th is the Masquerade Ball. And the Masquerade Ball, the tickets are selling. You don't want to miss them. So grab your tickets so you can be there, because we're going to show up and show out. So do it. Wear your mask, your formal attire. Be ready. Drinks on me for a little while, but that's if you show up. You don't show up, you can't show out with me. But that's Night Talk with Teresa. I thank you for tuning in tonight. I'll see you all again next Tuesday. Have a great night.